love of God, love of neighbor, love of country. When one goes out, all go out.
See, if you're pro-life, you're pro-America. If you're pro-death, you're anti-country and you're unbelievably unpatriotic.
The right to worship as we choose, these are God-given freedoms, not the contrivances of man.
Habemus Papam.
Born on March 20th, 1779 in Rennes, France, Simon Bruté's childhood was marked heavily by those in the French Revolution who declared efforts to take control of the Catholic Church, with many faithful priests suffering imprisonment, deportation, and even execution until 1794. In light of these persecutions, Simon's devout mother hid 2 Catholic priests in her home, risking the safety of her family. Simon's notes and sketches from his childhood revealed his own involvement of visiting priests twice a day, disguised as a baker's boy, to bring the Eucharist to imprisoned priests. Simon's mother advised him to live out his Catholic faith, read the Bible and the writings of St. Francis de Sales, and to find a confessor. In Paris, Simon attended the College of Medicine, where there were strong anti-Catholic sentiments. He received the Corvaisier Prize, an award for the most outstanding student at his medical school, and graduated in 1802. While the French government offered Simon the position of physician to the first dispensary, a suggestion most likely due to Napoleon Bonaparte eyeing Simon's success, he turned it down and accepted God's call for him to pursue the priesthood. Bruté began studying at the seminary of Saint-Sulpice in Paris at age 25. He was ordained a priest in the Sulpician order on June 10, 1808, and felt a calling to be a missionary in India or China. Father Bruté sailed across the Atlantic to the States after meeting Bishop-elect Benedict Joseph Flaget of Kentucky, who intrigued Bruté to do missionary work in the United States. He was assigned to teach moral theology at a college and seminary in Baltimore, Maryland. And then 2 years later, he was sent to teach at Mount St. Mary's College in Emmitsburg, Maryland. Between 1815 and 1818, Father Bruté became president of the college and was a primary theological consultant during the councils of Baltimore. Father Bruté's reputation reached the elites of the states, as John Quincy Adams reportedly claimed that Father Bruté was the most learned man in America. Father Bruté became good friends and eventual spiritual advisor to St. Elizabeth Ann Seton, who founded the Sisters of Charity and helped Bruté learn more English. They remained close until her death, where Father administered communion to Seton in her last 15 minutes of earthly life. At age 54, Father Bruté was nominated to be a bishop. Despite his protests, Father Bruté submitted to God's calling and left Maryland for the Midwest on a steamboat with $240 and a gold watch. He was named the first bishop of the Diocese of Vincennes, which covered Indiana and Illinois. Bishop Simon Bruté was consecrated on October 26, 1834, and dedicated his diocese to Our Lady and the cathedral to St. Francis Xavier. In 1835, he visited his whole diocese on horseback, traveling over 1,000 miles in spite of his health issues. Bishop Bruté met eternal peace and passed away on June 26, 1839, from tuberculosis. The bishop left his diocese with 25 priests, 20 seminarians, 27 active churches, 2 new religious communities, and schools for children and young adults. In September 2005, Archbishop Daniel M. Bouchelin opened the cause of canonization for servant of God Simon Bruté. Let us pray that we can follow God's calling in our lives and follow His will, as Bishop Bruté did.